In this video, I'm going to show you how to review and verify impacts. If you have an administrative role in BearPulse, one of the most important responsibilities you have is reviewing and improving impacts. In the GitPulse network, an impact is a way to measure community impact. So it can be service hours, fundraising dollars, in-kind donations collected, training hours, research work, or even voting in a local, state, or federal election. Students can log as many impacts as they want, but a key accountability measure in BearPulse is impact verification. When a student submits an impact for an event, organization, or course that you are responsible for, you'll receive a notification asking you to review the impact. Then you can check to see if the student's reporting is accurate. I'm going to show you how to review impacts using my demo course. So I will come to the BearPulse main page and click on the My Activity button in the top right corner. If you are an administrator for a group, you can select groups. If you are a teacher of a course, you can select classes. Since I'm using a demo course today, I'm going to select classes. This pulls up a list of my enrolled courses, and I'm going to find my course and click on it. This brings us to the course page. Because I'm the instructor for this dummy course, I have administrative permissions. So I'm going to click this blue Manage button, which brings me to the controls page. Only administrators of the course or group page are able to access this page. Now notice at the top of the page, under the Alert section, I have a notification that I have 8 pending impacts to verify. I can also see a red notification flag in the left navigation menu under Impacts that indicates that I have some impacts to review. So I'm going to click on Impacts and then select the Manage Impacts button from the drop-down menu. Now we see a table with all of the submitted impacts for this course. You can control which information you want to see by clicking on the Configure Layout button at the top of the table. Once you've made your selections for the data that you would like to see, you can select Apply, and it'll make changes. In the table, I can see the name of the user who submitted the impact, a brief summary that they wrote to describe what they did to claim this impact, the date of the impact, and whether or not it has been verified over in this column. Notice that there are already some verified impacts here, but I only want to see pending submissions that need review. So I'm going to come to the top of the table and find the verified column and click on the drop-down menu and select pending. That way, I only need to look at the impacts that I need to review and approve. To review individual impacts, you can select a specific row and come to the drop-down menu on the right side. You have several options here. You can view the details of the impact. You can send a message to the user. You can submit a request for more details if the user does not provide sufficient information in the review, reflection, and feedback section. You can verify the impact, or you can dispute the impact if you find that it is inaccurate. Selecting Dispute opens another page where you can provide a reason for why you're making the dispute and any notes. So it may be that you need the student to provide some sort of evidence that they were there, or that they've submitted to the wrong group, or that there's just no evidence that they participated. I'm going to go ahead and select Verify from the drop-down menu. And anytime you make some sort of change in the system, it always asks for confirmation. And I'm going to click OK. And notice that the status has changed, but it's also disappeared from the list. And that's because the filter is set to only show pending impacts that need review. So since I have that impact that I just verified is no longer pending. It went to the full list. I can go back to the drop-down menu under the verified column to look at all of them, and here is the impact that I just verified. If you have large amounts of impacts to review and would like to verify them in batches, you can select multiple rows by clicking this top box or by selecting as many rows as you would like. Then come back up to the top right of the table, click the Bulk Actions button, and select Verified Selected. You'll be asked to confirm, and then all of these will become verified, as you can see. Only do a batch verification if you are certain that each impact in your selection is valid. The integrity of our data depends upon you, the verifier, accurately reviewing each impact.